Nevada Ready presents Building SEL Skills with Flipgrid. According to the findings of the Durlac 2011 research team on the impact of enhancing students' social and emotional learning, SEL not only improves achievement by an average of 11 percentile points, but it also increases prosocial behaviors such as kindness, sharing, and empathy, improves students' attitudes towards school, and reduces depression and stress among students. A successful program set up in your school will help students develop the following 5 key skills: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. According to research shared by Microsoft at the 2018 BET conference, social and emotional skills are 2 times more predictive of a student's academic achievement than their home environment or demographic. 70% of students feel that they do not receive feedback on social and emotional skills in the classroom. 40% of future jobs will require explicit social and emotional skills. According to CASEL's Roadmap to Reopening Schools 2020, relationships and meaningful connections should be at the core of embedding social and emotional learning into your school culture. Flipgrid is a powerful tool in our educator toolbelt as we prepare opportunities for meaningful connections and amplifying student voice, whether your school is back in person or continues with virtual learning. The top 5 ways to use Flipgrid for SEL are daily check-ins, send positive vibes, stress relief, human connection, and self-reflection.
Building with Flipgrid. Today we're going to go over to Flipgrid and we're going to sign up and then get going with a topic that already exists. I'm going to first go to flipgrid.com and that'll land me on this home page, and then I'll click on Educator Sign Up with Google, and select my account. Normally if you need to, it will ask you a few more questions, but because I've already been in Flipgrid, it takes me right in. So I'm actually not going to create a topic, I'm going to use a topic that already exists. We're going to go up to Discovery, and I'm going to search topics, and I'm going to look for daily check-in. And within daily check-in, there are going to be a number of topics that are going to come up, but the one that I'm going to use today is actually this one by Melissa Cantor. And you'll notice that she already has everything in here that you could possibly need, including a prompt and some additional check-in documents. What we're going to do is we're going to add this topic to our individual topic. You could do it as a group if you were doing it by class. So if you had a specific class that you set up, you could assign it to a specific class, or you can use it as an individual topic. Then once I'm up, you'll notice that it gives me prompts helping me to know how to set up a discussion and how to add my students. When I'm in here, I have the title, which I can change as I want to. I can change anything within the prompt, as well as even the media. Down here, you'll notice that it is set up already the way that I like it, which is to use student email login. So usually a Google email login will help my students get in there. And I just want to make sure that I put in the ending of my domain so that it will recognize my students once they log in. I do want to moderate this topic, so that makes it so that I have to check their videos or any submissions that they make before anybody else sees them. I can also set the recording time. 2 minutes is a great amount of time. You can allow them to post or not to one another's posts. I usually do none, and I do have closed captioning set up. Then you'll notice that there are some attachments that were already set up. If I go to these documents to check them out and see what they look like, they have a Google slide that is already set up with a prompt. This is all editable. All I have to do is go in here to Settings to open the editor, and then I can change it into what I want to. This is currently view only, so I would need to make a copy of the entire presentation, make it a daily check-in slide on my drive, and that's where I could change and make this available to students. This would be the prompt that students would see, and it would allow them to check in. Back here, you'll notice that is tied in with a morning check-in, but I also can have an afternoon check-in, and I can add any other attachments I'd like. Down below, you'll notice that I can set this to an active, frozen, or hidden status. I can schedule the dates that I want this available to students. You can notice that I have notification frequency so that I can receive email notifications when anything has been submitted, either daily, weekly, or every new video and comment, or never. I can also allow students to receive email notifications if I want to, but I usually don't. Video features, I allow selfies and videos. This way a student can take a selfie to introduce their video, but you can choose your restrictions as you like. Video editing allows the students to trim, delete, and rearrange their clips that they submit as a part of their response. I definitely want that on. And then attachment link, if I want them to be able to include any external links with their video, a Google Doc, OneNote, whatever it might be, I want to allow that for my students. And again, depending on the age group that you're working with, you can turn this on or off. I do not usually have view counts or likes. I do allow sticky notes to be added while they're recording. I do not usually allow downloading and sharing. Then you'll notice that I have an option to give students feedback right here inside of Flipgrid. I have an option of basic feedback, which is an ideas and performance rubric, 1 through 5 point system, or I can create my own criteria that I want to assess any submissions, whether it was a daily check-in, yes, I got it, thank you so much, or I can even have a comment exchange with my students. Now I'm going to choose to update my topic. And you'll notice that in here, I've got this posted. This is what the students will see. When I want to share it with them, I'm going to click on this share button, and you'll notice that I can copy the link. I can create a QR code. I can share it to Google Classroom. I can embed it. I can share it to Teams, Remind, or Twitter. And then I also have additional actions. If I needed to record a response and add my own response as an example, I could do that. I can submit it to the Discovery Library if I change it in a way that I feel would be helpful to others. I can hide the topic, add it to a group once it's created, or duplicate the topic and adjust for different groups. I can also export any data that comes in, and I can delete it. And if I needed to go back in and edit the topic for any reason, I do have the pencil tool. Down here, you'll notice that what the student would see is to record a response. And they would click on here, and I'm going to allow my microphone and my camera use. That usually comes up only on the first time. Then you can see me, and I have the options to upload a clip that I've already recorded. I can do mic only. I can do a mirroring of the video if I needed to flip it for any reason. I can mute. I can record just the screen. In addition to that, I can add in some effects. So say I wanted to put an emoji face on top of my face. Instead of being able to see my face, I could do so. There are also some other effects in here I can add in as necessary. Then you'll notice that I have a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I'm ready to record my response. Today I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I want to make sure that you know that about me, and I appreciate you checking in with me. Then I'm going to click on the next button, and that allows me to review this video. Today I'm actually, if I wanted to trim it, I can. I just would adjust as I needed within this. And now I'm ready to record my response. You'll notice that there are handles on the ends that are dark blue and a little bit thicker, so I can adjust those as I need to. And then I could also choose to delete the clip and start over. I'm going to click confirm on this though. Click next. And it allows me to get to the page where I'm going to submit my video. This is where the selfie comes in. I could take a selfie. So now I've taken my selfie and I'm going to go ahead and click confirm along with my display name. I could add a link in, like I said before, to a Google Doc if I needed to. And I could also put in a title if I wanted to. You can add a name tag. You do have options, and I'm going to confirm that. I could just put a name tag in there and have my name on there as an option as well. And then I'm going to click submit. I can now, as a teacher, I'm on the teacher side of this, see any student submissions. I can make it active or I can hide it. And I can also choose to share it. I also have other actions that I have where I could activate a response to it. I could add to any mixtapes, download the video. I have quite a few options here. The other thing is that I could click on this, and down below you'll see where it says feedback. Here's my grading rubric. And based on the topic criteria, I could say, oh, you know what? I so appreciate you turning this in and actually following through. And then I could add a private comment myself. And then I could email that feedback, or I can copy a feedback link that I can post in a content management system like Google Classroom, or others that I want to share that feedback with my student. So all I'd have to do is click copy and paste that. You'll notice that I could also have edited this video if I wanted to. And I could also look at closed captions. You'll notice that it will automatically add closed captioning to it. And that's pretty much what it takes to add a daily check-in, to check in with your students with Flipgrid.